Okay. So this week, because Dan is ill out of both ends, we have a very special guest on the show. Perhaps our longest listener and biggest fan.
Okay.
No? The person that I talk about every single week, and she wouldn't know because she never listens to the show.
Oh, good.
Donna?
Hello.
Honestly, this is the most awkward we've been since our first date, so get prepared
And
for
we've
this.
been through childbirth, so...
Well, you've been through childbirth, I haven't. I was there at half asleep. Right, so we're doing a game of This or That, which you requested.
I did.
You said, if I'm coming on the show, which I've really wanted to do for 7 years, I want to play This or That.
Didn't say it quite like that.
I'm paraphrasing quite a bit. The actual words were, can't you find someone else? Can't you not record? Is Dan well enough to come on? He's not.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's not. Right. So, This or That. First one. Starbucks or Joffrey's?
Starbucks. Joffrey's was atrocious.
Why is Joffrey's atrocious?
Because the coffee is bad and I don't really like coffee.
Okay, that was an easy one. See, we do have that in common at least.
Yeah.
A dislike for Joffrey's.
Not only do you dislike Joffrey's, but you're very vocal about it most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Donna doesn't actually listen to the show, but she does hear my outbursts against Joffrey's quite regularly through the door.
And the fact that you outburst to me quite regularly about Joffrey's.
Well, I don't understand it. Why bother creating all of these Mickey Mouse blends? They all taste like crap.
I do, yeah.
They do.
I agree.
We got a few bags, didn't we? Do you remember when we were out there and we saw... This is when I first started drinking coffee and we saw the Mickey Mouse on the packet. And I was like, I'll get some of that for home because it was like French vanilla or something.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
Was that with Joffrey's, was it?
That was Joffrey's.
Oh.
Your memory's
Are we
terrible.
allowed to mention names on the show?
What do you mean names? Like brand names? Yeah, we can mention brand names. What brand name did you want to talk about?
You just were.
Sorry, let me ask the question again. Do you like the coffee place with a mermaid on it, or the coffee place without a mermaid on it?
You've proved your point.
That is the same as a king from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you've proved your point.
Okay.
He wasn't a king.
He was King Joffrey.
Was he a king?
He was a king. You've read the books.
Yeah, no.
Okay, next one. Splash Mountain or
Mhm.
Thunder Mountain. I'm just leaving a bit of pause for dramatic effect.
Splash.
Why?
Don't know, I just really like Splash Mountain.
Well, you've got to have a reason.
Well, I don't.
Well, look, this is
I
Dan.
just prefer it
Dan
over
says this.
Thunder.
He's like, oh, there's like Splash, and I press him for a reason. You've got to give a reason.
I don't know. It's just a better ride. I like the drop at the end. Keeps me nice and cool when it's hot out. And the queue's not as bad.
No, the big Thunder Mountain queue is horrendous.
We can't really go on Big Thunder Mountain unless we've got a fast pass, which is now not possible. So
Well, you could get a
yeah, but it's a faff.
Lightning Genie Plus lane.
Faff.
See, it isn't just us that's saying all this is faff every week. Okay. Splash Mountain or Thunder Mountain, we've done that one.
Alright, what do you prefer then?
You can't ask me questions, I'm the host. Save your questions to the end. Oh, well, I was going to follow up actually. What are your feelings about the Princess and the Frog reimagining of Splash Mountain?
I don't think they should do it
Why?
because I like the way it is. I don't like change. I don't do well with change.
Do you not think the current attraction is fundamentally racist at its core?
The actual ride isn't.
But the film is.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the film, so
That's fair.
that's a moot point.
Yeah, it's fine. So.
So do you prefer Splash or Thunder?
I don't know. I can't remember what I said last time. I've actually
you've done
answered this
this
question
before.
before, but I can't remember what I said. I think today I prefer Splash. But if you were to ask me if I prefer Disneyland Paris' Thunder over Splash, it would be Thunder.
Yeah, no. I know that one.
Okay. Tomorrowland or Frontierland? You missed the reaction in your face there. It's like sucking on a
It
lemon.
depends on my mood.
What's your mood today?
Wait, Frontierland is Splash and Thunder, isn't it?
Yes. You know this.
I know I
We've
do.
been
I'm
going
just,
every year for
I'm
our
really
last...
nervous, okay?
Obviously,
So
just make.
Frontierland if I'm in the mood for like a bigger ride. Tomorrowland if I want to have a nap. Because
What are you napping on in Tomorrowland?
The Blue Ride and the Carousel of Progress.
Oh, that's fair. Also, don't forget Space Mountain is there.
Yeah,
and Tron is
true.
about to open.
And I'll always remember Space Mountain. Oh, I'm a nut.
I don't know if I've told this story before, but I did
Made my holiday.
have a small testicular injury on a Space Mountain adventure on one occasion. That must have been about 8 years ago now.
Yeah, but it's still funny.
It proper dug in, though.
It made the ride worthwhile, though.
That was exactly the words that I said as well. I think I was at the back, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was right at the back and you were in front of me.
And it went down and you went up.
Yeah, and I hit my nuts. So
Yeah,
basically your answer is it depends.
Well, yeah, I just said. If I need to chill out, it'll be Tomorrowland.
There'll be no
Or
chilling.
go somewhere, like, cool.
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 There'll be no chilling in.
Although saying
Tomorrowland soon,
my favourite quick service restaurant is in Tomorrowland. Can't remember what it's called.
All the listeners are going to go crazy at you for saying that.
Well, it is.
Cosmic Rays
So-
Starlight Cafe.
Yeah.
You're going to get some flack for that.
Okay,
We
I'm
got-
not coming on again, so...
Well, if Dan ends up throwing up and pooping all at the same time again, you're subbing back in.
That's where I will be.
So we got into trouble for this because we voted it the top restaurant in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Well, what? Restaurant in general?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what
Yeah,
else
I think
is
I
there?
agree.
Actually-
Casey's Corner's quite nice.
I actually wanted to put Columbia Harbour House forward as the best restaurant.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad, but I'll only eat chicken nuggets because I don't like fish.
No, that's fine, but like for me, that's a better restaurant. But Dan outvoted me, and I let him win that. And we got some flack from the listeners for that.
Why? What was everyone's favourite?
Well, no, I mean it's just that is so generic.
But it's
Cosmic
nice
Rays.
generic.
It is always classic theme park food.
Yeah, but it tastes better.
Doesn't
Probably
taste better
because we
than
go there on the
Columbia
first
Harbour
day, so it's all the first time we've had that food.
House. Yeah, you're getting all of those E numbers or whatever they are
We
for the
haven't
first
had
time that you don't get in the UK. Okay, next one. I keep saying okay quite a lot.
Why? What's your favourite? Tomorrowland or Frontierland?
Oh, I couldn't possibly say.
Tomorrowland, isn't it?
It is Tomorrowland, yeah, my favourite land.
Don't
Apart
know why
from
else.
why, and I say this all the time, whenever anyone mentions Tomorrowland,
What?
why is Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor a thing there? Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
They're not
We've had this
from the
conversation
future, are they?
I don't know. What was it before?
Oh, I can't remember what it was before. I know where Stitch was Alien Encounter, which Stitch is gone actually as well. But I can't remember.
Oh, that's helpful.
I think it was the one with Robin Williams playing the robot.
Oh, yeah.
Not iRobot, but the other time he played a robot. You've never seen it.
Yes, I have.
You haven't.
Yes, I
Not
have.
in Walt Disney World.
Oh, no, not Walt. I've seen the film.
Oh, no, not Bicentennial Man.
No, I'm not thinking about that.
He's played a lot of robots, hasn't he, to be fair?
What, all two of them?
3. He's a robot in Robots, the animated film.
Really?
Well, you said he's only played 2. I've given you another one, and now you're questioning it.
Does that count as a cartoon?
He's still playing a robot.
I can't find it.
Honestly,
Well, it's not.
I thought I'd be
What have you
arguing.
done?
I thought I'd be arguing less with you than I would be with Dan, but obviously not.
Why would you argue less with your wife?
Well, you shouldn't be arguing with your long-term partner / spouse. What are you thinking of?
I don't know.
He played a robot in a Disney attraction, but I can't remember what it was called. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Or am I still trying to talk while you find the answer?
Or you could just pause it.
So, the Timekeeper is what I was thinking of. And Donna, what were you thinking of?
Mork and Mindy,
Mo-
but he's not a robot in that.
Mork and Mindy, where he's not even a robot. But yet you were questioning me saying he played a robot in the film Robots. This is what I have to deal with.
Well, at least I looked it up and said I was wrong, okay? You won't hear that very often, and I've just said it publicly.
And now I've got it recorded so I can play it back to you anytime I want. Okay, so the Timekeeper is what I was thinking. Right, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
Not so scary.
Why?
because the whole experience is just better. The parade is better, the fireworks are better, and you get loads of sweets. Whereas at the Merry Christmas one, you get cookie and hot chocolate, and how much of that can you eat and drink compared to how many sweets you can eat?
Well, quite a lot if you're the average American.
Well, I'm not, so that's why I prefer Not So Scary. I can take my sweets away with me.
I really like the...
and the cookies are just awful.
The cookies... No, to be fair, because we went to both parties 3 years ago.
Yeah.
The cookies on that Christmas party were much better than they were when we went to it previously. I actually thought they were quite...
And they were pre-packaged that time.
They were pre-packaged last time. They were just terrible.
Oh,
but the pre-packaged ones last time we went were better. The eggnog was good.
I won't drink that.
Well, no, I was just saying the eggnog was good.
Oh, that's right then. You had to pay for that though?
No, it wasn't alcoholic. They were giving it away in the where the Pinocchio's places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer Not So Scary, but last time we went it was so ridiculously busy that I didn't like either of them, so...
The Christmas party wasn't as busy, but we went quite early in the season. Whereas Halloween we went, I think it was like the 30th or like the 29th of October, we were at Mickey's Not So Scary.
Yeah, but they've also put the amount of people you can have in there up, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
the amount you pay for it is stupid.
It is ridiculous. Like we thought about going this year, didn't we?
Yeah, but it's just too much.
It's too expensive, and Piper's too young to really enjoy it.
And I think she'd get overwhelmed with the amount of people there.
Yeah, and this is the thing. This isn't just coming from me, because everyone always says, "Oh, it's just you've got a negative opinion on Disney."
Who says that?
Everyone.
People. All your listeners?
Not all the listeners. A few.
What, and they still listen?
Still listen. They like the sound of my voice, obviously. Not just like you have for the last 15 years.
Yeah. Drown it out.
Great. That's probably what they do. Probably send them to sleep every day, every week. So, a very Merry Christmas because of fireworks, parade, and candy.
The whole experience, yeah.
We've never done the meet and greets, really, have we? I wonder if that will change with Piper.
Oh, and
Obviously,
the Hocus Pocus show, because Hocus Pocus is one of my favourite films of all time.
Yeah, it's good.
So good.
I mean, this time round, Sarah Jessica Parker won't even need any makeup.
Mm. Why? Oh, what? None of them will they?
No, probably not. I mean, if someone turns into a horse with a spell, she won't even need to put a prosthetic on. Right. Soarin' or Test Track?
Test Track. For me,
Why?
I prefer the adrenaline fueled ride.
That's 60 miles an hour.
And it's a better queue.
It is a better queue,
for Soarin'
yeah.
is just
It's pointless.
absolutely
You're just in a warehouse, aren't you?
boring.
The games are quite fun, though,
Queuing
when they work.
Queuing for Test Track actually lets you move through the queue as it goes. You're not just stuck in one place for 20 minutes at a time.
Would you prefer the new Test Track or the old Test Track?
Oh, that's harsh. I like the old one.
The queue was much better for the old one.
But I don't think...
Because you had all the crash test dummies just like littered about everywhere.
Did we? Did I have a queue for it?
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember.
And the soundtrack was better.
I don't. I like the new one because you can create your own car, and ours is always atrocious. It doesn't matter what we do. No, we don't. We never win.
We do. We always win on power because that's what we go for.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't worry about the eco nonsense because, what's the point?
But our car always looks rubbish. We always have a nice laugh over our car.
We do. Do you remember the first time we went on that, the new version? And I was like, I'm going to take this eco thing really seriously. And we ended up with basically like a shopping trolley.
Wasn't it? It was like a smart car, but worse.
Yeah. And the guy I think the guy was in the row in front, like, was just laughing at the state of our car. And I think we won the eco one, but lost everything else.
Yeah.
But the car was awful.
Sounds about right.
It was awful. But we just that's why I go for power now, because that guy upset me so much.
I think the new one is very clever, but the old one was more of a crash test dummy thing, and I liked that.
The theming is better.
Yeah.
It does annoy me that Test Track is there and it's basically Tron, and they're putting Tron in Magic Kingdom. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
It's not.
Irritate
It's
me.
not basically Tron though, is it?
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah, but it could be.
Yeah,
if you walked onto that ride for the first time and someone was like, "Oh, this is Tron. This is a Tron themed ride," you go, "Oh yeah, I can see that."
I wouldn't, because you create your own car. So
yeah, well,
what
they
happens
took
in
that bit
Tron?
out.
Well, then it's not Tron, is it?
Yeah, but if they took that bit out, where you design your own car...
So basically the blue lights make you think it's Tron.
Not blue lights, it's just all the way Tron looks.
There's blue lights in it, though, at some point.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it looks like Tron.
Well, you prefer Soarin', don't you?
No, it's not anymore, because I don't like Around the World. I don't think it's as good. I think the CGI is terrible.
Yeah.
Why do they need to CGI elephants? They could have just captured elephants.
They could have.
By captured, I mean film, not not physically.
I got
catch them. Yeah, but someone at home might not have.
I like Soarin' because every time we go to Epcot, it's the first ride we go on. Isn't it? It's the first ride we go on.
Well, I don't know if it is now, because you've got Frozen, which is usually busier.
Okay, it's normally the first ride we go on, and it just reminds me of being back at Disney. I think that's why I like Soarin'.
Soarin'.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, Test Track.
I think I prefer Test Track as well. But I preferred Soarin' over California than I do Around the World.
Oh, I quite like Around the World.
So did Daft Punk.
I like the smells. The orange trees.
That was it.
That was in California. I know. I just like that smell.
Oh, okay.
And actually, the bit where they get the elephants, you can smell the dirt and stuff.
Smell the poo on the elephants.
No, not quite that far.
Yeah, but they're not real elephants, so you're not. That's what annoying. It's so annoying.
It's a ride. You're not in a real hang glider. Did
yes,
you know
you
that?
are. It's a real hang glider. You're just hanging from a robot arm instead of
in a warehouse.
Yeah.
In Disney.
That's fine. I can get on board with that. But fake elephants annoy me. What about the bent Eiffel Tower?
The bent Eiffel Tower.
How have you never noticed that? That is one of the.
Isn't that just a screen?
Yeah, but that's one of the biggest debated things in Disney Parks history.
Never noticed it.
You will now.
I will now. Yeah, thanks for that.
It's. I was gonna make a.
We'll be going on a single rider, won't we?
Yeah, because Piper's not quite up to the
annoying.
Yeah, she's not gonna get the joys of Patrick on this trip.
Oh, I love Patrick. Oh, he's worth it. It's worth it just for him.
Yeah.
He's funny.
Nice work, pal. Spaceship Earth or Living with the Land? Living with the Land.
Why even ask me that question?
Well, I want everyone to hear how passionate you are about gardening. Living with the
Land is my favourite ride of all time, okay?
Ahead of everything else in all of Walt Disney World and Universal.
Everything else in all of Walt Disney World and Universal, okay? We've even done the backstage Living with the Land. I like it so much. It reminds me of my dad, who would love it.
Who is a scientist.
No, he's not. He just loves gardening.
He just well, I was trying to pick him up, but...
Don't need to pick my dad up. Thank you.
He is a very keen gardener. He has a very lovely garden.
And it's such a chill ride, and I like the fact that you can see what goes on behind the scenes with, like, the food and stuff. I just love it.
And if you go on Behind the Seeds tour, you get to have a bit of cucumber, which is always nice.
Yeah, that's great.
I was expecting a bit more than a bit of cucumber, I'll be honest. I'm like, you're literally growing, like, everything. Bananas, lettuces, pineapples. I mean, give us
mango.
Yeah, give us something.
Papaya.
Yeah, anything. Dragon fruit.
Yeah, have a bit of cucumber.
I mean, it was the best cucumber I've ever had, I'll be honest. I don't know what you felt about that cucumber.
I don't think I ate it. I don't like cucumber on its own. It's got to have, like, a sauce or something.
What sauce do you put with cucumber?
Hummus.
Hummus. Wow. You know what? You didn't sound like you grew up in Croydon then. You sounded like you grew up near Hertfordshire.
I didn't grow up in Croydon. I grew up in Worthing.
You didn't.
I was 5, so I grew up in Worthing.
You had the first 5 years of your life in Croydon.
What do you? Oh, you prefer Spaceship Earth, don't you?
I don't know actually. This is a really tough one because Spaceship Earth does need some work.
That's alright, because it could have been grounds for divorce if you'd said that outright.
What?
That you prefer Spaceship Earth.
You feel that passionately about it that you want to divorce me?
I do.
Jeez. Okay.
Although I will say for Spaceship Earth that it is a very, very good ride to fall asleep on within the first 2 minutes.
That's
every
why.
single time I go on it.
That's why people pay $150 a day to go to Epcot to fall asleep on a ride.
Do I or do I not fall asleep on that ride every time?
I don't. Well, you won't be this time because Piper will be sat next to you. Sorry.
No,
if I'm the only one that enjoys that attraction, she can sit next to you.
Well, but if you enjoy it, you can show her it. I can nap.
Because if she starts crying, I'm gonna throw.
She's not gonna cry.
I'm gonna throw her out into the Phoenicians.
It's not loud enough for her to cry in it.
I'm gonna be like, there you go, Phoenicians. They invent the ABCs. They can also have her. If she starts crying. Right. Mickey's Not So Scary.
We've done that one.
No, listen, I haven't finished. It's this or that. Not just this and this. Mickey's Not So Scary or Halloween Horror Nights. Bear in mind, you've only done, just for the listeners at home, you've only done Halloween Horror Nights once.
Halloween Horror Nights.
For what reason?
I think that it's better than Mickey's Not So Scary.
Well, I mean,
Again, I like the adrenaline of being scared.
But what?
And it was absolutely hilarious when you were more scared than I was. Every single house.
Oh yeah, I mean, people can go back and listen. I think it's from 2018 when I went with Dan.
Mm.
We recorded all of the houses, so go back to there and listen to every house. And I'm just a wreck in every single one of those houses.
Bearing in mind you'd been there before, you were still more scared than I was.
Yeah, no, but that's not fair to say because every year all of the houses are different. So I had been there before, but not in those houses.
Yeah, but you knew what kind of thing to expect.
I put my watch in silent. Is that okay? I got the wife look then.
Thank you for that. So yeah, Halloween Horror Nights, and I would like to do it again, but
again, that wasn't a reason. You just said.
I like the adrenaline.
Oh, okay,
of
yeah,
being scared.
you did say that. Yeah, you did say that.
The only thing I don't like are the scare zones because Ryan has told me if you show that you're scared in those zones, they will come after you, and I can't deal with that shit.
You don't like the chainsaw people?
No, I don't like them. What if it's a real chainsaw?
Well, then you'd be dead, wouldn't you?
Well, there you go. This is what I don't like.
It's not a real chainsaw, though,
Yeah, but
is
you
it?
don't know that. They could have sneaked one in.
They
If
could have
worked
snuck
there,
one in.
They could have snuck one in.
You know how the team members at Universal have to go through security as well? You think, like, Dave's just walking in with a chainsaw. He's like,
Could be done.
you know what, Dave? You just got a chainsaw.
It could be done.
I don't think it could.
I don't like the fact at Halloween Horror Nights that you get drunk students there on a Friday night.
Yeah, and that is a bit much, isn't it?
Because I suffer with anxiety and that just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went there. Did we go in there on a Wednesday and a Friday? We did, didn't we?
Yeah, the Wednesday was a lot better because it was a lot quieter.
Yeah, the Friday was awful, wasn't it? I mean, we were very lucky to have express passes.
Yeah, very lucky. Really, really good.
Shout out to Universal, who
Yeah.
maybe listen to this podcast and could be
Might
giving
give
us
them
express passes again soon. So, okay, well, there you go. If you're listening Universal,
I think without the
Halloween Horror Nights.
without the express passes, it's a lot more difficult to say which is better because you'd be queuing for a very, very long time for each house.
Yeah, but I think, to be fair, Halloween Horror Nights is not a night where you tend to do just once, whereas Mickey's Not So Scary, you can't do it more than once. What's the point? Whereas Halloween Horror Nights, people tend to do 3, 4, 5 at least times.
Oh, what, in one?
Even in
Halloween?
Even in people going from the UK, they will tend to do Halloween Horror Nights 3 or 4 times of the trip.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And we were going to go when we went with Stu and Laura. We were going to do it, weren't we? And then chickened out.
I chickened out.
Yeah, you chickened out, wasn't me?
Out.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah. But I do regret not doing it earlier because both of us have missed out on quite a few years where we would have really had probably the best night of our trip.
Yeah.
And you're not going this year, are you?
No, it's a shame, but
I'll let you know how it is.
Thanks.
You're welcome. The Epcot Food and Wine Festival or the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival?
Food and wine.
Don't like February's?
That's not what I said, is it?
No, but you mean you love living with the land.
Yeah.
So I would have thought that the butterfly house and the beautiful garden areas.
Okay, I never said I liked butterflies. Can we just put that right?
What's wrong with butterflies?
Don't give me that crap. You don't like them either.
I don't like bugs in general.
Neither do I.
Apart from A Bug's Life, which is obviously the best Pixar film.
I didn't say I didn't like the Flower and Garden Festival. I absolutely love it and I would like to go back to it again because we've only done it twice.
Yeah, we've done it twice, but
the food and wine has always been sort of our thing to chill out, walk around. It's literally our chill out day when we do food and wine.
Well, we obviously everyone listening knows that we're going with Piper in a few weeks. And we're also going with a couple of our friends and their son. We've got a date afternoon, evening, and we're instead of going out for dinner at La Celia, as an example, or
which you suggested.
What?
Going for dinner at La Celia.
Well, obviously. No, but I agree with you that the right thing to do was to do the Food and Wine Festival, and then we're going to hit the boardwalk, and we might even go to Jelly Rolls if it's open. I think it's open. We'll find out if it's open.
But anyway, the food and wine was, it's always been our sort of thing, and I think that's why. And I like the Cosmopolitan from France and the chilled coffee.
They better have that this year.
From Belgium?
Belgium, yeah. They've actually got the menus out already.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
We'll have to have a look.
We need to have a look and
decide what we want.
And also see if the chilled coffee's back. Because if it's not, we'll go for dinner somewhere. What's the point?
But we also really like walking around the world, don't we? And that's sort of just a good way of getting a drink and going into a shop. And But I do like the Flower and Garden Festival. I think Topia's are very, very clever.
Yeah.
And now they've introduced sort of stalls. It's quite nice, but.
Well, there's still there's 2 festivals we haven't done.
Really?
So we've never done the
arts.
The arts festival of the arts, and we've not done the holidays one either.
I didn't know there was a holidays one.
Yeah, we were very close to doing it on our honeymoon, but it starts quite late in November.
Right.
That's where they do the celebrities do the processional. The different celebrities come in and.
I don't remember.
Oh.
You telling me about that? I don't think you have.
So I would like to do that one year. The Festival of the Arts is January to February, so it's very unlikely we'll ever see that.
I'm not really bothered about that, I don't think. But I do like, in the Food and Wine Festival, I used to like the festival centre. Going in, getting my mango wine.
The mango wine. That was at Flower and Garden, yeah?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, mango wine.
Oh, I do like the mango wine. Why, what's your preference?
Food and wine.
Pepper.
I don't like topiaries.
Okay.
No,
I think.
Well, no, I do like the topiaries, but I think the Food and Wine Festival's got a better selection of things for me, which is food and food and booze. I don't think we've ever officially done drinking around the world, but there was an occasion on your birthday where I remember you being quite tipsy.
No, I'd had 2 Cosmopolitans, I think.
No, there's a photo of you holding 2.
Cosmopolitans.
Not Cosmopolitans.
The orange ones.
No, they're not Cosmopolitans.
Yeah, what are they then?
No, you had something in Mexico. What are they called?
No idea.
There's the.
Oh, the
What are they called? Those drinks.
Margaritas.
Margaritas. That's it. That showed how very uncultured we both are.
That wasn't. I don't. Was that?
You were tipsy.
Well, my birthday isn't when the Food and Wine is on.
No, that must have. It was that. No, I was talking about drinking around the world.
Oh right, yeah.
Which we didn't do.
No, they weren't both mine.
They were.
No, they weren't. One of them was yours.
Yeah, when the photo suggested they were both yours.
No, one of them was yours.
But you were quite tipsy that day.
Yeah, well, one of them gets you quite tipsy because they're literally like half alcohol.
Oh, I bet they're not.
Well, it felt like they were.
They probably were. They definitely are now. Disney cheap out. They're probably half a shot of vodka now.
You got quite drunk the last time we were there, did you not?
No.
Around the world.
Don't think so.
Food and wine.
Don't remember that.
Drunk for me as well.
Oh well, I had to drink for you because you were pregnant. It would have been rude not to.
Mm.
And Dan has many times told the story of the podcast where I was drunk in Disney Springs.
I've heard this many times before as well.
Then he got into a punch up with someone that looked like Santa.
He did?
I did.
Oh yeah.
Because I was singing Christmas songs then. Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom?
Animal Kingdom.
Why?
Because it's always been my favourite part.
Why?
Because I like animals.
What about animals do you like?
I like the safari, if I'm honest. I love the safari. My favourite ride is their bar Living with the Land.
In?
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, which ride is it?
Everest.
Yeah, well I know that, but people listening don't.
Oh, sorry. Everest. Expedition Everest, which I couldn't go on last time, so I'm so excited about going on it this time.
It might be down for reverb.
He doesn't want to be.
Sorry. Well, I would
what,
say...
that and the Mummy? Are you having a laugh?
Well, they are different... No, it's not down, I'm joking. The Mummy will be open again by September.
The Mummy is also one of my favourite rides because The Mummy is one of my favourite films.
Okay, so Animal Kingdom is your favourite. What about Magic Kingdom or Universal Studios? Universal Studios, not the resort, the park.
Which one?
Universal Studios.
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because Universal Studios is all the same ride.
What do you mean it's all the same ride?
They're all 3D rides.
I could name you a few that aren't.
Go on.
The Mummy, Rip Ride Rocket.
Rip Ride Rocket is terrible. The
Men in Black.
Mummy. The Mummy is my favourite ride. It's one of my favourite rides. I'll give you that. But
Men in
I would
Black.
go there for the Mummy and leave again.
Oh, so name 3. That on. E.T.
E.T. is awful.
I mean,
Awful.
everyone that listens to this knows my view on E.T.
Awful.
Should have closed years ago.
However, if you had said Magic Kingdom or Islands of Adventure, I'd be going Islands of Adventure.
Why?
Because you got Jurassic Park, which is one of my favourite films. You got Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's in Universal.
Yeah, but the Harry Potter in Islands of Adventure I prefer.
You prefer...
Because it opened first and it was like amazing.
It was good, yeah. I mean, we queued 3.5 hours to go on that.
Yeah, and it was very, very good. And I love that ride. And it's not a 3D one, whereas Gringotts is.
Yeah. It is very good, that ride. Forbidden Journey.
Yeah, and I haven't had the pleasure of experiencing Hagrid's ride yet, so I was pregnant.
Yep. Glad you said Hagrid's ride. I thought you were... I have had the pleasure of
I fell asleep while you were
experiencing Robbie Coltrane
Have you?
in person.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for that.
You know this?
I probably do, yeah.
Yeah. We got invited to a Universal event in London and Robbie Coltrane was
I
there.
know. I remember.
Yeah.
You did tell me.
Yeah. Great.
And what else is
Hagrid's is very good. Hagrid's is very good, but the animatronics are terrible. So be prepared for that.
That's sad.
But the ride is excellent.
You've also got the Hulk, which I really like.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's 3D.
But I do think Spider-Man is one of the best theme park rides.
It's good. It is a very good ride.
It still holds up. I mean, I know they updated the visuals a few years ago, but considering it opened in '99, it's still one of the best theme park rides in the world.
Mm. Don't get me wrong, I love Universal. But, yeah, Magic.
Unless you're talking Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
And now you've got Velocicoaster as well,
Yeah, you have.
which is
Islands
not a 3D
is by
ride.
far the better park of the two.
Yeah, it is, definitely. Well, I know your answer to this now then, which I thought I did anyway, but Expedition Everest or Flight of Passage?
Expedition Everest. Well, you knew that.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted you to go into it.
Expedition Everest.
Why not Flight of Passage?
Because Expedition Everest is faster.
Okay.
And you go to the top and you can literally see into the distance.
Like the Pride
Especially
Lands.
if you like the front/back of the ride.
That's the ride that Bob Chapek goes on, and repeats the line from The Lion King. Everything that you can see.
You've just ruined it for me, so thanks for that.
What? What have I ruined?
Everything the light touches.
Yeah, that's what he says at the top of Everest.
Right.
He's like, that's mine.
Yeah, I love that place. And it's next to my favourite restaurant, so.
Which is...
Yak and Yeti.
We're not even going there this trip.
I know we're not. How many times
I
did
think
say
we should
that?
rectify
I
that.
don't want to go.
You don't want to go?
I do want to go, yeah, but
If we just book it.
no one else is that interested.
Well, if me and you book it, then you can have Piper for a bit.
What, again? That's hard.
Oh, I'm happy to take Piper there, to be fair.
No, I'm happy with the quick service. Quick service is good too.
It's not as good though, is it?
But it is good.
But I can't get half a duck. That's quick service.
Okay.
I'll book a table for one then. Stuff it. I will. Have my sangria.
What's your favourite then?
Out of those two?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think it might be Flight Passage, you know. Everest, a fully working Everest, yeah. But they built a broken ride. And you can't excuse Joe Rohde for leaving Disney and not fixing that. I mean, he was very kind to answer my tweet when we were mid-queue for,
Yeah,
for
about the
River
leaves.
Journey, yeah. And I do think he's one of Disney's biggest losses, and I think that they should have fought to keep him on. And if it wasn't for him, Animal Kingdom wouldn't even be a thing, but he should have fixed it before going.
Yeah, I do agree.
I don't care if they had to close the ride for 2 years, he should have fixed it. Okay, last question, are you ready? A normal card ticket, which we currently have
Mm.
in our possession,
Mhm.
or a Magic Band.
Um,
Any Magic Band, it could be Magic Band or Magic Band Plus.
Magic Band because they're easier. I think they're a lot easier than getting a card out, putting a card away.
Yeah.
Especially with the fast passes.
So,
But I'm not paying for Magic Band Plus, so
well, I am.
well, you are for Piper, and
What
the
for?
fact that you want to have a go.
Well,
With the
no, I
golden
mean, I'm not buying.
statue.
I mean, I'm not buying a Magic Band Plus for Piper.
No, but you're buying it so you and Piper can do the golden statues.
Yeah. Which she'll enjoy. So,
But I will transfer my ticket to the Magic Band I've already got.
Yeah.
So
I guess question follow up from that: will you, by you I mean us, buy Piper a Magic Band?
not right now, no.
I don't
When
think
she's
she'll,
older,
I don't think she'll wear it now.
no. And if she does, she'll lose it.
Well, she might surprise us if she sees us wearing it. She might want one. Because otherwise we're going to have to carry our ticket. Oh no, she doesn't have a ticket, does she?
No,
She's not
she
3
doesn't
yet.
need one.
No, ignore my question then.
But
I
if
forgot.
she did have a ticket, no, because I'd be worried that she'd lose it and it'd just stress me out.
Mm.
But as she gets older, then yeah, because it's easier.
They are incredible. I don't know why they've taken them away for freebies at hotels.
Saying it's easier, if you're not getting Genie Plus, there's not really much point to them, is there? Because you're only using it to get in the park.
Yeah, I mean, I still think one of my favourite experiences in theme parks over the last 10 years was when the look you gave me when we were going on the fast pass, you know, had to scan your Magic Band. We were going past on one, and there, you know, there's either side.
Yeah.
You were in front of me and scanned it on your right wrist, and I was wearing one on both of my wrists, and I scanned it on my left, and you looked at me, and you went, gave me the eye roll, and then the cast member was like, "You got one on each wrist? That's genius." And I was like, "Yes, it is."
Such a dude.
And because that look, I was like, "Oh," and then the cast member was like, "You need to pick me up."
I don't know why you needed one on each wrist.
Well, he thought I was a genius.
You just didn't want to pick one and make the other one feel sad, did you?
No, the reason I did it is because on those fast pass entries, there was never a worry. I never had to reach over. I could always,
Was it that much of a worry?
I could always just go bang or bam.
I didn't
Easier.
realise it was that much of a worry for you.
Well, it's not a worry. It's just easier, isn't it? I don't have to stretch my arm.
If my Steamboat Willy one works, I'll wear that.
Yeah, that is a nice one, to be fair. I will be getting Magic Band Plus first day.
I know, you said.
We've got a power unit for our phones, which we're going to need because everything you do in Disneyland is your phone.
Magic Band Plus?
Because you have to use the app to play the games.
Oh, right.
So,
I see.
if anyone's still confused about Magic Band Plus, last week's episode covers everything in detail. What?
Good way of getting people to listen back.
Thanks. We've been doing this for 7 years. So that's it. That's this or that. Are there any questions you wanted to ask me, wifey?
Ooh.
You can tell she's prepped.
I wasn't asked to prep anything. I asked to do this and that. I wasn't asked to prep any back.
I mean, you'd expect some kind of preparation on the guest's part.
I could have had some good ones if you'd asked me to prep for this and that. You asked me to prep for my top favourites and I wasn't.
And you said no.
No, I know. Because you asked me like 2 hours ago.
Well, actually, I first mentioned it last night.
Yeah, but I was tired.
Brilliant. I mean, what's interesting is people listening to this every single time have been like, wait a second, he's constantly right.
With what?
With everything. You've just, the times we've disagreed, you've gone, oh, actually, no, yeah, you were right, yeah.
About what?
Asking you last night, you were like, oh, I haven't prepped. I was like, well, I gave you plenty of time.
I was tired. Don't ask me when I'm like falling asleep.
It was 10 o'clock.
Right.
So no questions to me.
Well, you've just been talking to me, so...
Well, I've been buying time. I've been filling the dead air. I feel like I've walked into Asia in Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Don't know, you put me on the spot.
Alright. Well, thank you very much for listening, and Dan will hopefully be off the toilet by the time we record next week's show, so we will see you then.
Ah, there you are. And just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.